Hi, this is Gleneth again, back for another video, YouTube video I'm making, and this is going to be a cold process, oven process soap that I'm making for the soap challenge club that I joined for the first time again. And they have soap challenges, different swirls for people to try, and soapers all over the world do this. Join the fun of experimenting with different swirls and submitting pictures. So I am going to try a different recipe for this one because nobody is going to be receiving this until I have tested and make sure that everything works. And if I give it away to friends and family, there is no deadline, and I will have enough time to check that everything is good. So for this one, I'm going to try a luxury recipe from the book Everything Soap Making, and it's luxury, and it's going to have my favorite fruits, the avocado and mango, and I'm going to add, of course, the olive oil, coconut oil, it's mango butter, avocado oil, castor oil, and coconut oil. I already have all the oils mixed. The lye solution mix and temperature is perfect already. Everything melted and mixed. I have the colorants there ready for the drop swirl. This is the fragrance and coconut milk. I plan to add that at the end because I'm still not very sure how it will behave on this recipe, but it was good on the first one I tried, so I hope it will stay good for this one. And I'm going to use lavender 4042 from Brambleberry and yuzu. It's going to be a citrusy from yuzu plant and lavender. So we'll see how that works, but I hope that will be a good combination. I already have the oven also warmed up at 170. So let's make soap. I have that water there just to rinse out my blender. And you can fast forward the video, of course, so you don't have to listen to all this. All this metals clinging to my glass. So lye water mixture goes in there. Goes into the oil mixture. Look at how it's emulsifying. They said to bubble it out, so I don't know. Bubbles. I love making soap these days. It's fun. And then it's not really a trace yet, but I'm going to start mixing my milk in. Yummy. It's getting heavy, it's getting thicker, and that's my fragrance oil. It's thickening quick. And before, I always get rattled once I get this thick, but I've been watching so many YouTube tutorials, and everybody, look at that trace, it's thick. I just hope I'll be able to do my drop swirl for this. That's my white, rose clay, activated charcoal black. And if you guys are thinking why I'm so tall, I'm up on a stool. I like working when I'm tall. That's my mold. There you go. Now to swirl the colors. Ooh. Looks like I won't have enough time to really do any drop swirling on this one. But we'll try to work on it and see what we get. I have very tiny beakers here for my work, so I cannot move them too much. But we'll try our best. These are things my mother-in-law gave me when she learned that I'm doing soap picking. She's tried it before. See if it will drop. It didn't drop, it just stays on top. So I guess I'll have to make another recipe for the drop swirl. This is just going to be a regular, we'll just have to make do with what we can do here. Maybe do something like this. Now that I've done a few batches, I'm not so worried about thickening, but it would be nice if it would have done what I planned it to do. I'll just have to do something else. This is what they do when they're trying to do a spoon swirl. Just spoon it in. I guess this is going to be a spoon swirl. I love it when you get to, there we go, design it and add things that we want to it. Maybe put the black here this time. Play with the colors. Play with the textures. It's so thick already. I cannot do anything much to this soap. No drop swirling. Maybe the chopsticks I can use again, but right now I don't like it too deep like this. I don't like the texture right now. I have to make something out of this. Make it look pretty. If I can. Still salvage it. I don't want to waste all that ingredients for this. Let's see. I like that part too. I have extra molds here. What a mess. I'm sorry. That is the reason why soapers use gloves. You have to remember to always wear your gloves when you're dealing with caustic materials like sodium hydroxide. So you don't risk having burnt. Huh, this is so thick. Now we'll just have to see if this would still come out okay. I'm not giving up on this. It can still turn out good, just not the way I planned it to be. Oh, pounding. More mess here. Anne Marie and Amy Warden of Great Cake Soapwork is not going to be happy at the way I'm doing all this. I'm making so much mess, and they are the tutorials I like watching, and I'm not doing a good job replicating what they do right now, but I'm not giving up. Oh. This is one thing I noticed from other soapers too. Not one of them like making waste. We get every drop out of our mold, of our buyers' containers. Chopstick's not going to be useful now because it's just so hard already. Okay, here we go again. Texture. This got coconut milk, which is something I add to make it more creamy. And as people in forums said, it can easily thicken up. And this is what I'm getting right now. Really thickening. It's going, we'll see if it's going to that's hard, you know. Other soapers are going to be laughing at me right now. That's supposed to be pretty, but right now it's not. There we go. Lots of cleaning up to do after I'm done. But here we go. Okay, one more try. We can salvage the look of this. I don't want to waste it. Although it's not going to be wasted, it's still going to be soap. And I can give it away to friends and have them enjoy the feel. I don't know if the look will be enjoyable, but who knows, right? We'll see how it turns out tomorrow. Okay, so this is my second YouTube and I made a big mess of what I'm supposed to do. My first with try up drop swirl, and it ended up being a, who knows what this is going to be called, like a marbled look. Look at the mess I made. But it's not as, it's not going to be a failed soap. I don't want it to be called failed because I used up all my avocado oil and almost half of the mango batter I ordered for this. So this is going to be useful. Maybe not just as pretty as I want it to be. Oh, what I imagined it to look like is so much different from what this is showing. But right now, who knows what tomorrow will look like. Should I just stop? Maybe one more try. Somebody wants me. Let me just finish this. I'll return your call when I'm done. If I remember. No, of course I return calls. that part. There you go. Lost the drop swirl. It's not a drop swirl in any sense, but I just have to stop. This is my favorite part though. If it hadn't thickened too fast on me, this is the part I like, where we can play and put textures on it. And since I'm going to do oven process to this as well, it's going to the oven too. I'm starting to like putting glitters on my soap, but this is just in the hope that I can salvage the look of this soap and still make it look nice and pretty when it's done. Other people use sifter. I have gigantic kitchen sifters that will not look, that make use of all my glitters, and I just want it subtle just to give that shiny look, since I just want it, since this is a luxurious soap supposed to be. The colorants I use for this are all what they call natural, of course, but it depends on your definition of natural. But I got activated charcoal, and rose clay for the red, for the rose color, which is not going to be showing any rose now, or maybe it's embedded down there, but we'll see them tomorrow. You're not supposed to do this without your gloves, but that was bugging me. So, going to the oven, and I will just hope this would look good after it's done. Don't forget your goggles and your gloves when you're making your soap. When mixing the lye solution, put the lye into the water, and then the lye mixture into the oils, and then you can do what you want after that. And then for the cold process, oven process, we are going to just warm it up at 170 until the whole soap has gelled. And these ones here I'm not going to bother with. They're just going to be personal use, and I can wait 4 to 6 months for that. 6 weeks for it, I mean. And then I hope you enjoy watching this video, and let's hope this turns out good tomorrow. Thank you for watching.